Welcome back, guys. So today we are learning how to make this luscious and yummy red velvet cake. So if you've been having fails of red velvet cake, this recipe is definitely for you. Without further ado, let's get started. For the ingredients, I have my flour, cocoa powder, and baking powder in that plate you are seeing right there. This is my buttermilk, my oil, my eggs, my granulated sugar, my flavoring. I'm using a strawberry flavor, but you can use any flavor of your choice. I use strawberry flavor and also use vanilla flavor. Then this is my red velvet food color already mixed inside the water. That was my white vinegar. So now we are going to, of course, need a bowl and a whisk because we're mixing it by hand. We don't want to over mix it using a hand mixer. But if you know you're not going to over mix it, you can totally use your hand mixer. So here we are going to add all the wet ingredients starting from our oil and the eggs. And as you can see, I'm mixing that already. And after combining the both of them together, I'm going to go in with my sugar, my granulated sugar, and then also incorporate it into this mixture. The list of all these ingredients and the exact measurements will be listed in my description box, so do well to read it and check out other recipes too as well. The next thing you are going to do is to add in your buttermilk and combine it with the remaining ingredients. So I'm going to be dropping a link to the recipe of this buttermilk just in case you don't know how to make one at home. So do well to also check that in my description box. So after combining all these ingredients, you're going to, stir it all together. Then the next thing I'm going to be adding is my dry ingredients because my wet ingredients are all into this bowl now. So I'm going to add in all my ingredients. You might be wondering why I use a cocoa powder in this recipe. A cocoa powder is one of the essential ingredients when you are making a red velvet cake. And I don't mean your Milo or any other sweetened cocoa powder. I mean your unsweetened cocoa powder. So it's going to make this red velvet cake not to have a very shouty color, and it gives it this unique taste. So you should try and add your cocoa powder. So it's not going to be sharp red, it's going to make the color of your red velvet cake to look appetizing as well. So after that, you're going to combine everything. So at this point, if you see lumps in your mixture, you should do well to break them up. But if you can't, you can use a sieve and sieve out the lumps. All right. Now you are going to add your flavors. I'm going in with my strawberry flavor because I like it in my red velvet cake. You can go in with any flavor you have, banana flavor, vanilla, any of the flavors you have at home is totally fine. So I also added vanilla because two of them gives it like a good taste for me. Then stir it all together. I'm also going to be adding salt because I didn't show it in my recipe when I was showing, sorry, when I was introducing my ingredients. But salt is a very essential ingredient in this recipe. So do well not to forget it when you are making yours. So you add your salt and mix it. The last thing you are going to add in this mixture is your baking soda. You're going to add your baking soda and your white vinegar. So this is my baking soda. I just added it and I'm going to add in a similar amount of white vinegar, and then you can see the bubbles, right? So that's what I want to achieve. Then you're going to stir it all to combine, and please make sure you are not going to overmix your batter because if you overmix your batter, it's going to make your cake come out so badly. And do well to also scrape the sides and bottom of your bowl when you are making this cake so you can get everything all incorporated in each other. Okay. If you've not subscribed to this channel, this is the best time to just hit that subscription button like this video so you can belong to this family. So another thing I'm going to tell you about this particular recipe of red velvet cake is that you shouldn't overfill your pan when you want to bake it. This particular pan mixture of red velvet cake, you can choose to bake it in three different pans. It's still going to bake after all. So I just baked mine in a 2 size 6 inches pan, and it came out very nice. So I'm also going to tell you that you shouldn't bake in a very high heat, because if you bake in a very high heat, it's going to come out dry and not moist like you want it, right? You're going to bake this for like 30 to 45 minutes depending on the heat of your oven. And after that, you're going to have a very nice and luscious looking red velvet cake. If you like and enjoy this video, please do well to subscribe, like this video, and comment the next recipe you want me to recreate in this channel. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye guys.